The family barbecue where I finally snapped. I'm 28, a lesbian, and I live a happy, stable life with my wife. We're a dink dual income, no kids couple, we travel, we save, and we're debt-free. You'd think my family would be proud, but they act like my success is some personal insult. Every woman in my family, without fail, got pregnant young by a man who turned out to be a loser. My aunt got pregnant at 17 and stayed with a guy who's been in and out of rehab. My cousin has 3 kids with 3 different deadbeat dads. My sister is drowning in debt because her husband is part-time and spends every paycheck on beer and lottery tickets. Family gatherings are essentially group therapy about how men ain't worth a damn. And I sit there thinking that's exactly why I avoided the situation. I was the first in my family to graduate college. Not one congrats, not even from my mom. My aunt actually said it one Christmas, college is a waste of money. What's the point of a degree if all you're going to do is change diapers and cook dinner for a man? The worst offender is my aunt, who constantly recycles this line. You're only doing well because you're a lesbian. If you dated men, you'd have a ton of kids and you'd have dropped out like the rest of us. What they conveniently ignore is the hard work. I earned an academic scholarship, worked 2 or 3 jobs at a time, slept in my car some nights, and graduated with honors because I was stubborn enough to power through. To them, none of that matters. My stability is just a lesbian cheat code. Last weekend at a family barbecue, my aunt started in the moment she saw me. She smirked and said, "You wouldn't be so smug about your life if you'd had to deal with what real women deal with. You're just lucky you're a lesbian. If you dated men, you'd be just like the rest of us." Everyone laughed like it was the funniest joke in the world. I snapped. I looked her dead in the eye and said, "No, I'm here because I worked my ass off. Because I didn't give up when things got hard. And the most important thing is that I didn't let losers inside me like the rest of you." The silence was deafening. My aunt's face went crimson, and she started screaming about how disgusting and disrespectful I was. My mom covered her mouth in shock. Meanwhile, I was thinking, you are the queens of bad decisions, but somehow I'm the one who needs to be taken down a peg because I went a different route. My sister pulled me aside later, calling me an asshole for being so crude. But honestly, I don't feel guilty. My words weren't polite, but they finally pushed back against years of passive-aggressive dismissal of my accomplishments. They act like my life is a lottery win when I fought tooth and nail for it. They made their choices, I made mine.